The American West was shaped by brave explorers, rugged pioneers, and resilient mountain men who carved out paths through the wilderness, forever changing the landscape of North America. Among them, Jim Beckworth stands out as one of the most fascinating and complex figures. A man of mixed African and European descent, Beckworth defied racial barriers, thrived among Native American tribes, and contributed significantly to westward expansion. His life was an extraordinary adventure, filled with daring exploits, legendary tales, and contributions that have left a lasting mark on history. His ability to maneuver through the complexities of different cultural worlds made him a crucial figure in American frontier history. He was not only a survivalist but a trailblazer whose name remains etched in the annals of exploration. Early life and origins. Born on April 26, 1798 in Virginia, Jim Beckworth entered the world under complicated circumstances. He was the son of a white planter, Sir Jennings Beckworth, and a mulatto slave woman. This made him legally a slave by birth, though his father later took him to Louisiana Territory and eventually to St. Louis, where he was reportedly granted his freedom. However, Beckworth's early life was still fraught with the challenges that came with being a person of mixed heritage in early 19th century America. He grew up in a society that was deeply divided along racial lines, and his mixed background made him neither fully accepted in white nor black communities, pushing him toward the adventurous life of a frontiersman, where survival and skill mattered more than social identity. Despite the restrictions of the time, Beckworth sought adventure. In 1823, he joined a fur trading expedition as a groom, and within a year, he was handling horses on an expedition to the Rocky Mountains. This journey marked the beginning of his legendary career as a mountain man, frontiersman, and explorer. His work among seasoned trappers quickly honed his survival skills, and he became proficient in trapping beaver, navigating treacherous landscapes, and dealing with Native American tribes. The hardships of the untamed wilderness shaped him into a fearless and resourceful figure whose reputation as an extraordinary frontiersman quickly spread. Life among the Crow Indians. One of the most intriguing aspects of Beckworth's life was his deep relationship with the Crow Indians. Around 1825, he integrated into their society, marrying several Crow women and reportedly rising to the status of a chief. His strength, hunting skills, and natural leadership earned him a prominent position within the tribe. Unlike many settlers and traders who clashed with Native American groups, Beckworth embraced their culture, adopting their ways and even leading them in battles against rival tribes. He was seen as a brother by many and played a vital role in the Crows' way of life, bridging the gap between their traditions and the encroaching influence of white settlers. According to his own recollections documented by journalist Thomas D. Bonner in The Life and Adventures of James P. Beckworth, 1856, Beckworth claimed to have been adopted by the Crow and even led them into battle. While some details of his accounts are considered exaggerated, multiple sources confirm that he spent an extended period among the Crow and wielded considerable influence. His ability to adapt to different cultures and environments demonstrated an unparalleled survival instinct. Many historians argue that Beckworth's unique status as a biracial man played a role in his ability to move seamlessly between the world of Native Americans and white settlers, making him a key figure in shaping frontier diplomacy. Mountain men and the fur trade. Beckworth was part of a larger movement of rugged individuals known as mountain men trappers and traders, who ventured into the uncharted West in search of valuable beaver pelts. In the early 19th century, beaver fur was a prized commodity in Europe, leading to an explosion in the North American fur trade. Fur trading companies, such as the American Fur Company and the Rocky Mountain Fur Company, employed adventurous men to brave the harsh conditions of the frontier in search of these valuable pelts, which were turned into fashionable hats and clothing in European markets. These mountain men, many of whom were of French, Spanish, and American descent, played a crucial role in mapping out territories, interacting with Native American tribes, and paving the way for westward expansion. They lived isolated and dangerous lives, constantly facing threats from harsh weather, wild animals, and rival traders. Despite this, they held annual summer rendezvous, most famously at Green River, Wyoming, where trappers gathered to sell furs, trade goods, and celebrate. These events became legendary, offering a rare moment of revelry and social interaction among men who spent much of their lives in the wilderness. Explorer and trailblazer. Beckworth was not content to be just a trapper. In 1850, he played a crucial role in the development of a new route through the Sierra Nevada, which became known as the Beckworth Pass. This pass provided a more accessible way for eastern settlers heading to California, especially during the gold rush of 1848. Beckworth's discovery significantly eased migration westward, making it a major contribution to the expansion of the United States. He understood the importance of safe passage through the treacherous mountain ranges and sought to provide a direct and viable route that would allow settlers to move quickly and efficiently to their destinations. His experience and knowledge of the terrain made him an invaluable scout and guide. He was also involved in the Mexican-American War, demonstrating his versatility as both a warrior and a strategist. Later, he participated in the Cheyenne War of 1864, likely serving as a guide and interpreter for U.S. troops. His ability to mediate between various groups, including Native American tribes and U.S. military forces, solidified his legacy as a bridge between cultures, though he often found himself in precarious positions, trying to balance the interests of competing factions. Legacy of Jim Beckworth. Despite his significant achievements, Beckworth's legacy remains complex. He was often accused of embellishing his own stories, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. However, the broad strokes of his life remain undeniably impressive. He navigated multiple cultures, excelled in survival skills, and left behind an indelible mark on American history. His ability to reinvent himself allowed him to thrive in some of the most challenging environments of his time. His death, like much of his life, is shrouded in mystery. Accounts suggest he died in 1867, possibly poisoned by a former wife among the Crow. Whether true or not, the ambiguity adds to the legend of a man who lived an extraordinary, unpredictable life. His story has been passed down through generations, often romanticized, but at its core, it reflects the reality of the American frontier, a place of immense opportunity, danger, and transformation. A complicated hero. Jim Beckworth's story is a testament to resilience, adaptability, and ambition. He overcame the limitations of his birth, navigated multiple cultural landscapes, and carved his name into history. His ability to survive and thrive in a world that often sought to exclude him is nothing short of remarkable. While some of his stories may have been embellished, his contributions were real. Beckworth Pass remains a vital part of California's history, and his legacy as a bridge between cultures is invaluable. His life reminds us of the complexity of the American frontier, where survival often depended on one's ability to adapt, negotiate, and at times, reinvent oneself. In the grand tapestry of the Old West, Jim Beckworth's legend stands tall. He was a warrior, a chief, a scout, an entrepreneur, and a storyteller. And like all great legends, his tale continues to captivate those who seek adventure, courage, and the spirit of exploration. That's all for today's video. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible tales of legendary figures from history. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts on Jim Beckworth's adventurous life. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay tuned for more captivating historical stories.